Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're sitting down because what just happened in Washington and under the ocean floor is going to change the game forever. So President Trump just pulled off a historic double punch that's got Democrats completely panicking, guys. China is on high alert, and the mainstream media is scrambling to cover their tracks. Now, on the one hand, this is huge, guys. The House of Representatives finally passed President Trump's long-awaited big, beautiful bill by the slimmest margin imaginable. Think about this, right? That was just 215 to 214. One vote, one sweaty, desperate vote shy of stopping one of the most America First pieces of legislation in modern history. And you better believe that the left is absolutely losing their mind. So we're talking about permanent tax cuts, no tax on tips or overtime, border security fully funded, and yes, illegal aliens getting cut off from taxpayer-funded Medicaid. But first, guys, that's just beginning. Because while the Democrats were busy throwing a tantrum on the floor like a third grader, President Trump and the Secretary of the Interior, Doug Burgum, quietly pulled the curtain back on what might be the most underrated, untapped, and unbelievably powerful U.S. asset in history, or at least decades. A hidden gold mine beneath the ocean floor, richer in rare earth minerals than most of the entire planet. And now, Trump is unleashing it. So guys, this is the kind of strategic move that rips control of global tech, batteries, defense systems right out of China's hands, and it puts it squarely back into the hands of America's. And so here's a kicker. We're not talking about some vague future fantasy. This thing is already in motion, okay? The leases are being drawn, the tech is in place, and the Dems, they don't know how to stop this thing. Now, of course, we're going to be talking about, we're going to break down how this secret seed deal off of American Samoa. We also need to talk about the shocking energy deregulation that just unleashed 100,000 barrels of oil in a day. And of course, how President Trump's new missile defense shield, the Iron Dome, aka the Golden Dome, has Beijing completely rattled, guys. So folks, this isn't just about resources. This is about power. It's about independence. And it's about taking everything that they tried to steal from America and giving it back to you. Now, if you're a patriot, if you consider yourself a patriot, drop a like on the video and also type in patriot, guys. I want to see who's out there. So stay tuned, guys, because what I'm about to share with you guys is going to blow the lid off of probably the biggest American comeback in modern history. So let's talk about it. Now, after years of delays, betrayal, and swamp sabotage, the House GOP finally did their job, but barely. The final vote, 215 to 214. That is one vote away from the entire America First agenda being shut down again by rhinos and radical progressives. But this time, guys, this time they couldn't stop it. President Trump's big, beautiful bill, it officially passed, marking the first time since 2017 that the people's agenda actually broke through the DC firewall. And folks, let's be real. This did not happen because the GOP found their backbone. It happened because President Trump took the wheel, called the plays, and he even dragged these cowards across the finish line, kicking and screaming. Guys, this is Trump's win, and it's only the beginning. And so now you might be asking, well, what exactly is in this bill? Well, hold on tight, guys, because the answer is going to make you want to jump out of your freaking seat, okay? So let's talk results, shall we? Because, while the left is whining and the media distracts you from, with drag shows and climate cult panic, Trump just handed the American people the biggest tax relief package since Reagan. So let's talk about what's inside. Now, of course, you got Trump's 2017 tax cuts. They're made permanent. That is a 22% break for the middle class. No taxes on tips, none. Waiters, bartenders, hotel workers, you finally get to keep what you earn. No taxes on overtime pay. You work hard, you get rewarded. Period. Okay? $4,000 tax credit for seniors on Social Security. Guys, that is the That is $4,000 back in their pocket. And for new parents, every American newborn now gets a $1,000 government-funded savings account with compound interest starting the day that they're born. That's not just policy. That's legacy-level transformation. Perhaps part of the great wealth transfer for middle-class families and for future generations. But folks, we're just warming up here because we need to talk about this border security situation, illegal aliens losing their free ride, and of course the total meltdown happening on the left. Stick around, guys, because after that, I want to expose this seabed mineral bombshell that Trump just dropped. Yes, the hidden gold mine that China's been eyeing for years. Now let's talk about national security, because President Trump didn't just pass a bill. He launched a full-blown crackdown on the border invasion that the Biden administration intentionally allowed to spiral out of control. $44 billion, guys. That's now officially allocated to finish the wall, to build ICE detention centers, and to hire tens of thousands of additional Border Patrol and ICE agents across country. But here's the part that fake news won't dare mention. 41% of the border system, 41% of the southern border is actually managed by the Interior Department, and thanks to Trump and Secretary Burgum, the land is now officially greenlit for enforcement. No more bureaucratic red tape, no more protected zones for cartel trafficking, just law and order. Folks, Trump's not building a wall. He's building a fortress. And the left, well, as expected, they're screaming. Which brings us to, basically, if you've been online this week, you've probably already seen it. Democrats losing their minds, CNN foaming at the mouth, and Hakeem Jeffries posting 3 pages of fear porn warning America that Trump's bill is cutting Medicaid. Well, let me be clear. That is a lie. What this bill actually does is it removes illegal aliens from Medicaid rolls, not hardworking Americans, okay? You heard that right. Trump is cutting off Medicaid-funded health care for illegal invaders who shouldn't have even been in the country to begin with. And Democrats, well, they're furious about it because they've built their entire voter strategy on replacing American taxpayers with dependents from the third world. Medicare, it's too important to just pick something. One mistake could cost you big. It could cost you huge. But making the right choice, that can change everything. Leslie Taylor, she made the call, and now she's saving $1,000 a year. Sharon Bertusik, she lost Medicaid, but with Chapter's help, her new Medicare plan has 0 premiums, 0 medication costs, and a copay that was cut from $89 to just $20. Hey guys, Chapter checks every plan in your zip code. No shortcuts, no pressure, just real guidance, and it's totally free. So reach out to our friends at Chapter right now. It's totally free. There, you can reach them at askchapter.org/Ron. I'll leave a link in the description down below and in the pinned comments. Or if you want to call them on the phone, you can do that too. The phone number is 909-563-8279. Take control right now. And tell them Ron says hello. So, of course, while Trump is cutting taxes for you, he's building savings accounts for your kids and defending your border, the radical left is fighting tooth and nail to give free health care to people who crossed our border illegally. What do you guys think about that? Do you think Jasmine Crockett had anything to do with that? And that guy, that, my friends, that guys, really tells you everything you need to know about which side they are really on. But of course, we're only just scratching the surface. We've only just started, guys. So we need to talk about Trump's America First energy strategy going into overdrive. Guys, I'm talking about a hidden mineral empire under the ocean, a strategic move against China and Russia, and we cannot forget about this robot-powered future of American mining that just changed the global playing field forever. So, guys, we have a lot to talk about. Let's talk about, real quick, your boy Joe Biden. So while Joe Biden's napping through intelligence briefings and Kamala Harris fumbles through word salads, China and Russia have been racing to take control of international mineral zones, including some that were very, like, almost dangerously close to U.S. territories. And folks, they're not guessing. They know what's down there. China already controls 58% of the world's mineral refining. Okay, so they've even slapped export controls on some of the top 20 rare earth minerals this year alone. But now, he's flipping the script. So by opening up America's undersea territory for high-tech precision mining, we're taking a direct shot at the Chinese Communist Party's stranglehold on global resources. And guess what, guys? They're not catching up. We're leapfrogging ahead of these other countries. Trump's administration is unleashing robotic underwater mining technology that allows us to extract these minerals without harming the ocean floor or surrounding wildlife. That's right, guys. No pollution, no destruction, no excuses. And it's safe. It's clean. I think it's brilliant. Now, Trump just transformed a forgotten path of really a patch of ocean floor into a national security asset that's now going to be able to power our energy, our tech, and even our military industries for decades. And that, my friends, is exactly why China is sweating bullets right now. Now, wait until you hear what Trump just did to unleash even more American oil by making one rule change. Now, guys, before the green the green freak out brigade starts lighting their hair on fire, let me make one thing perfectly clear, okay? Trump's new seabed mining plan is not about stripping the ocean floor. It's about precision. It's about innovation. It's about leadership, okay? Think robotic undersea miners. That's right, guys. We're talking state-of-the-art, remote-controlled, AI-powered tech that extracts nickel, cobalt, and rare earths without disturbing wildlife, coral reefs, or the ocean ecosystem. So this ain't your grandpa's pickaxe and a shovel. No, sir. This is some cutting-edge stuff. This is surgical extraction of the very minerals that China wants to hoard and control. Guys, no oil spills, no eco disasters, no excuses. Okay? And here is the twist. This tech is not coming from China or Russia or Brussels. It's coming from right here in America. Now, folks, it's not just a gold mine. This is a blueprint for beating China at their own game while staying clean, safe, and wildly profitable, okay? But it doesn't stop there. Because while the radical left is trying to force everyone into these electric clown cars powered by Chinese batteries, Trump just made a single regulatory change that increased American oil production by 100,000 barrels a day. So let me say that again. One change, one rule, plus 100,000 barrels a day. Can I get a drill baby drill in the comments, guys? Guys, all Trump had to do was cut one piece of red tape in the Gulf of Mexico, allowing safe commingling of oil wells, and boom, all of a sudden, U.S. energy output skyrockets. That's not climate action. That is called common sense. Okay? Now, as if that wasn't enough, you got the Department of Interior just completely obliterated one of Biden's worst rules, a regulation that forced small oil developers to cough up $7 billion in bonding requirements. Well, that money is now freed up for new innovation, exploration, and American energy jobs. This, my friends, is how you lead a country. Not by begging OPEC, not by kissing Xi Jinping's ring. Check out my ring. Not by unleashing the raw power. You do it by unleashing the raw power of the American economy, guys. And just when you thought that it couldn't get any more epic than this, well, we need to talk about Trump's Iron Dome or Trump's Golden Dome defense system. This is a military missile shield powered by AI that has Beijing absolutely rattled. And of course, I'm going to share with you guys exactly how Trump's energy plan is already lowering gas prices and why 45 million Americans are about to enjoy the cheapest Memorial Day travels in decades. Hey, real quick, guys, let me know in the comments down below where you're headed off to this Memorial Day weekend. Anybody traveling to another state or maybe another city for a little weekend getaway? Let me know, guys. So let's talk about something here, folks. If you're against pipelines, if you're against drilling, and if you're against American gas, then whose team are you really on, right? Because according to Secretary Doug Burgum, and let's be honest, he's 100% right, if you're anti-natural gas, then you're not on Team USA. You're on Team China. Why? Well, because China controls the global battery supply chain. They own the rare earths, they process the lithium, and they're sitting back laughing while America argues over pronouns and freaking electric charging stations. Meanwhile, Trump's plan is pure, it's clean, it's liquid freedom. The bill essentially paves the way to build critical natural gas infrastructure across the country. We're talking pipelines, refineries, terminals, all the things that the Biden regime tried to block at every turn. So this is not just about energy. This is about national security, okay? Because if you can't power your factories, your hospitals, or your missile defense systems without begging a hostile nation for cobalt or gas, well, clearly you're not a superpower. You're more like a hostage. And Trump is making it crystal clear, not on his watch. We're not gonna keep going down that path. So now I want to shift gears just for a second from powering the homeland to protecting it. Because buried in this bill is something that the left is terrified of. The Golden Dome. Or the Iron Dome, whatever you want to call this thing, right? It's modeled after Israel's legendary Iron Dome, the Golden Dome of Trump's AI-powered missile defense shield. It's designed to knock rockets, drones, and enemy threats right out the sky. Now, this is not sci-fi. This is real, and it's actually happening. And when it does, well, China knows that they've lost the edge. Because in a world where the CCP is testing hypersonic missiles and rogue nations are lighting up the skies, Trump's Golden Dome could mean the difference between peace and catastrophe. Drop me a quick 1 in the comments down below if you support Trump's idea of creating an Iron Dome or a Golden Dome for America. Drop a 2 if you think it's a bad idea. Now, here's a kicker. It doesn't work without power. Not green fantasies, not solar panels, but baseload, real electricity, powered by the same oil, gas, and innovation that President Trump just unleashed. And so that is why this bill matters. It's not just about tax relief. It's not just about mining rights. It's a total resurrection of American energy, industry, military supremacy. And folks, it's working. But wait until you hear what it's already doing to your wallet. Yeah, wait until you hear about that, because this next part is going to make every working American cheer and every climate extremist absolutely explode. So let's talk about results, guys. I don't want to talk about theories. I don't want to talk about woke wish casting. I want to talk about cold, hard numbers. Since President Trump took office, gas prices have dropped by 15%, adjusted for inflation. These are the lowest prices Americans have seen in 2 decades. Comment down below if you're seeing lower gas prices in your area. And if you don't mind, let me know what was the lowest gas price you've seen in the last 48 hours. And no, guys, this is not some fluke. This is the direct result of unleashing American energy, oil, natural gas, and deregulated exploration. And so while Biden was draining our strategic petroleum reserve and begging Venezuela for oil, Trump just quietly rolled back one regulation and boom, 100,000 extra barrels a day started flowing from the Gulf. That's not climate policy, guys. That's competence. Oh, and the impact? The impact is immediate. So let me go ahead and paint a picture for you guys. This weekend, over 45 million Americans are expected to hit the road for Memorial Day. This is up 5.5% from last year. So there's going to be more travelers. And why are they traveling more? Well, because under Trump, it's finally affordable again. Gas prices are down. Families can fill their gas tanks without emptying their wallets. People are getting back on the road. They're visiting family. They're taking trips because Trump didn't just promise relief. He actually delivered it. Now, yes, individual results may vary, especially if you're stuck in a high tax state like California, run by Governor Gavin Newsom, where Democratic leadership tax on so many extra fees on the gas that they could practically charge you for the air that's in your tires. But nationwide, the Trump's energy policies are fueling some freedom here. And this isn't just policy. This is proof. This is proof that when you put America first, the American people rise. And we're not done yet, guys, because, of course, the mainstream media's twisted meltdown over Trump's win. And, what happens if even one Republican dares to block this in the Senate? Well, we need to talk about that. So what do you think the mainstream media is doing right now? You think they're celebrating gas prices? You think mainstream media is applauding tax cuts for the middle class? Acknowledging Trump's strategic masterstroke on the seabed minerals? Well, of course not. Instead, they're doing what they always do. They're lying to your face. You got CNN, MSNBC, and their alphabet soup of propaganda channels that are screaming that Trump's bill is a war on the poor and a gift to billionaires. So let me tell you guys the truth here. They're full of horse crap. But beyond that, it's a war on illegals abusing our healthcare system. It's a gift to waiters, truckers, parents, seniors, and everyday Americans who want a fair shot. It's a gut punch to China's mineral monopoly and the green gift machine that's been selling out this country for decades. And don't even get me started on their environmental fear mongering. Oh no, Trump's going to mine the ocean. We should all panic. Yeah, with robotic technology that doesn't even touch marine life. Meanwhile, China is strip mining Africa and poisoning rivers, and the media says nothing about that. So, folks, these people don't hate pollution. They hate America winning. So here's the final act, guys. You got the Senate showdown, okay? Now, this bill is now headed to the upper chamber, and Trump only needs 50 votes to get it passed. With J.D. Vance as the tiebreaker, the math is there. The will is there. The question is, will the rhinos show their true colors again? Because, let me be blunt here. Any Republican senator who votes against this bill will be committing political suicide. They will go down as the ones who stood in the way of $4,000 for seniors, tax-free tips and overtime, border wall funding, veteran homelessness solutions, energy independence, and let's not forget about America's rise as a mineral and missile defense superpower. So, if they want to get in the way, get them out of the way, right? This is the new Republican Party. It's the Trump Party. It's the America's Party. And we're not going backward, are we, guys? So, folks, here's what I need you to do. I need you to like the video, okay? I want you to like the video if you're sick of watching the media lie while Trump delivers. I want you to subscribe to the channel if you believe in energy independence, strong borders, and putting America first. And drop a quick comment down below. Should the U.S. start mining its ocean floor before China gets there first? Because this isn't just this is not a headline at all, guys. This is a revolution, and it's just getting started. Boom. Right there, guys. Trump is back. And this time, Trump is taking everything that they tried to steal from us, and he's giving it back to you. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you guys next time. Oh, and don't forget to reach out to our friends at Chapter and see how much money that they can save you on your Medicare. And we'll see you next time. Hey, by the way, guys, if you're one of the real ones who really enjoy what we do here on the channel, you've got to check out the Inner Circle. This is where our true supporters get exclusive access to content that I just can't share here, completely commercial free. It's also the best way to keep this channel going strong. So if you want to be a part of something special, join us over there. Links in the description or in the pinned comment down below.